Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. SOS here, and we are continuing our playthrough of No Man's Sky. I think we're on episode number 8, if I remember correctly. Hope you're enjoying this series so far. If you haven't yet, check out our first few episodes on the playlist and get caught up. But anyway, to catch you guys up, a few things have happened in between episodes. I think I mentioned at the end of last episode I was going to do some more system jumping to expand my exosuit inventory, and I did that a little bit. As you can see, I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4 full rows of technology available for my exosuit, and a little bit expanded on my cargo, not that much. But I did get some hazard protection modules put in. So now I have basically more efficient hazard protection at every environment, and I've got an extra refillable shield for every environment. Just so I can hang out a little bit longer. Especially in the inhospitable planets where the temperature or the radiation is so high that it's extreme. So I did that, but then I decided let's talk a little bit about our freighter this episode. So I set about getting some freighter upgrade modules so I could start upgrading this thing. And so far I haven't done a whole lot. I put this little save point down so I can just save wherever I'm at in my freighter. But the best way to upgrade your freighter, you need two pieces of equipment. You need, and I'll show you what they are because I think I have still a couple of those hanging around in my storage. Yep. So you need cargo bulkhead. That's like the storage augmentation that expands your starship storage, right? That will expand your storage here, which, if you remember from last time, I had not much in here. I've expanded almost as much as I possibly can for a B-class freighter. So I did that. And then you also need... Oops, let's go back in here. You also need salvaged frigate modules. So this is basically the currency that you use to research, upgrade, build pieces. Just like salvage data for your, regular base. The salvage frigate module is what you use for your freighter base. So I got a bunch of these, and I'll show you how I did that now. But basically I got enough. You go into this upgrade control, add additional storage. If you have cargo bulkhead in your inventory, you can add additional storage here. And then base parts and upgrades is where you unlock blueprints and construction modules to put in your base. I've unlocked them all. That's how much salvaged frigate modules, that's how many of them I found. And it's not hard. I'll show you how to do it. You'll need the distress, what are they called? Of course I don't have them with me. Where are they? These things. Put those in my exosuit. So you'll need these, emergency cartographic data planetary charts for distress signals. Okay. We did this before for the crashed ships, where you find these distress signals with the exclamation point. I have a few of them still loaded up. See if I can show you one. Yeah, down here. Distress beacon. Okay. I'm in that same system I was in before too. This Uvaru, I think it was called, 3-star system. Not that that really matters. But what you want to do is use your chart until you see Crash Freighter. And right now, I've used it so many times. There we go. Freighter crash site. And then look for where that pops up. Down here. Alright, I'll go right there. And this probably is the best way, or the most consistent way, of finding salvage frigate modules as well as cargo bulkhead. And I did this for probably maybe 2.5 hours. So you just land there once it lets you. Took a while there. Yeah, this planet is super high radiation, so that's why I wanted to get the hazard protection going. If you want to, you can interact with this, and there's like a story about sentinels and travelers and all that. I won't do that now. But if you remember from that episode where we were doing this, go down here. Oh, shoot. I've already been here. Why did it bring me to this site? Okay. Let's try it again. It helps to do it in the same system over and over again, because then you're not wasting charts on distress signals. Distress beacons, I should say, like these. Alright, well, let's try it again. That's the first time it's ever brought me to a site that I've already been to. There we go. I definitely don't want to spend the whole episode doing that, but stress beacon. Okay, so it must be this one way over here. Yeah. But yeah, I just want to show you how easy it is. Honestly, I've never used a emergency planetary chart and be directed to the same freighter that I've already been to. This is the same. Look, I already can see that the that one is exposed. See? What about the one over here? Okay. Well, if you get to that place in your system where you've yeah, here's what we'll do. We will warp real quick to a system that we've already been to. Yeah, let's go warp here. And then we'll find a crash freighter over here. Just because I want to recap where the cargo pods are that you're supposed to look for and what kind of things you can find. Because when you're mid-game like we are, kind of mid-game. I mean, I'm super upgraded for not progressing through the main story all that far. But I'd still say it's mid-game. And when you're in the mid-game like this, the best way, not only just getting salvage frigate modules, but just getting money, stuff to sell, in general, I think this is a great way. So here we are. I'm going to start plotting routes. I don't want an abandoned building. Don't want an observatory. Now I'm just gonna put these in my starship so it goes there first time I open. Stress signal, no. Distress signal again. Radar crash site, there we go. So, you know, first time in a new system, you're gonna burn through a few of these charts, trying to get the one you want. Come on, highlight the... There we go, I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, it's hard when the icons are so grouped together to try to get the exact one you're going for, but we got it. And I know for sure I've not visited this because this is the first time I've ever used these charts in this system. Yeah, there's something over there I haven't seen yet. Alright, so it's real simple. You land. This is the smallest planet I've ever been to. Look at that. So the first one is right over here. Just destroy the stuff blocking it, and remember to get away fast once it opens, because it will leak radiation. Oh, I got a heat capacitor. Real quick, I'm gonna take off these boots. Alright, and over here. Use your visor if you're not sure exactly where they are. That's what we're looking for. Cargo pod. Oops. So, I think you can get salvage frigate modules and cargo bulkhead from other sources.
Extreme radiation detected.
I don't think that Sentinel is super thrilled with me. Like I was saying, you can get these two things for frigates, or I'm sorry, for freighters specifically, from different sources, including like missions at the Nexus or at the mission board and the space stations. Sometimes those are mission rewards. Frigate modules or the cargo bulkhead. You can get cargo bulkhead from... where's this other one? Did I go too far? Yeah, right here. You can get cargo bulkhead from derelict freighters, which we haven't really talked about yet, but those are kind of a pain. And you can get salvage frigate modules from pirating. Like if you run into a freighter with a bunch of frigates and you shoot the cargo pods, you can get them that way too. But again, the most consistent way I've found, the simplest really, is doing these crash freighters. You just go through these cargo pods, and you get, I mean, while you're doing it, you get a bunch of money and stuff to sell. And if you're lucky, you get some salvage frigate modules or cargo bulkhead. They're not, I think, they're not like super common, but that's how I did, that's what I did. I did that probably, I don't know, 30 times, finding these crash freighters and looting them. You get, let's install these back. I got, what, unstable gel for 100 each, 260,000 worth of salvage data, 180,000 heat capacitor. Could have sworn I got more. Probably got a warp hypercore, I think, which I now have like 21 of those. That's crazy. Yeah. That wasn't a very successful run, but you get the idea. You do that a whole bunch of times, and you'll eventually get all the salvage frigate modules that you need. I promise. Like I said, I did it for like 2.5 hours, and got enough to buy all of the upgrades on my freighter. And I found enough cargo bulkhead to increase that a bit too. I didn't really go overboard with it, but just enough. Alright, let's summon our freighter in here. This other freighter just showed up out of nowhere. There we go. So now that we've done that, what we're going to do next is get our base going, our freighter base, our home away from home. And I'll show you kind of my methodology of setting up a freighter base, I guess, and all the different things that the modules can do. Because once you get a freighter and level it up like I will, it's pretty OP, to be honest. Alright, so some things are where I want them to be and some things are not. So let's go up here and just remove some things. I don't need that for right now. Actually, before I start deleting pieces, I'm gonna put some stuff in storage. Like these charts, I don't need this. Okay, I'll leave these to sell for later. I'll put that in storage, in case I want to upgrade some more stuff later on. Okay, so before I get building, some of the upgrades that I did on that first page of upgrades, I'll talk about a little bit. So this page here, this you get for setting up the expedition section that was just to the right of my base area. Once you set that up and interact with it, you get this blueprint for free. Then it unlocks everything else. So all of this branch is hyperdrive upgrades. Some of them are similar to your starship upgrades so that you can go to certain star systems, like red star bodies for this one, green star bodies, blue star bodies. And as you see from the required parts, you have to go there in your regular starship first to get those ingredients. Like you need indium, which only comes from blue stellar body systems. So yeah, I had to go there, and I did. I went quickly to one blue star system to get the indium, and I found something pretty cool, which I'll show you at the end of the episode. So hang in there to see what that's all about. But I got all the indium I needed to make that part, and I got all the other ones. Some of them are just extending our hyperdrive range, like this one, 800 light years. That's insane. 300 for that one. So those are just hyperdrive. These are useful just for your frigates when they go out on an expedition, and they're temporary upgrades. So it gives them buffs for certain stats just for that one expedition that they do. I generally don't mess around with these too much, because once your frigates get upgraded enough doing expeditions over and over again, then they don't really need any of these. These just become irrelevant. On this side, these are two of the most important upgrades you can get, and I'll tell you why. Matter beam, it says it enables interplanetary transport of matter as well as data. So if you have this on your freighter, you can send and receive products and substances to a user's exosuit over a long distance. How long of a distance, you ask? Well, this is way better than the teleport beam on the starship. This is everywhere. Everywhere. Universal. If you have this matter beam installed on your freighter, it does not matter where your freighter is or where you are. You can access your freighter's inventory and put stuff in your freighter or take stuff out. So get that as soon as humanly possible, and it will change your life. You'll see. This is very useful, not as useful, but this is similar to the economy scanner that I have on the starship. When you're in your star map, your galaxy map, in the freighter specifically, you need this installed to see the economic status and the conflict data for the system you want to warp to. So that's good to have too. Technically you can do that in your starship, so it's kind of redundant, but this matter beam is just life-changing. And then all of this branch here is cosmetic, so if you're not interested in that right off the bat and you want something more practical, then ignore that branch for now. This branch here is the, what do they call it? The technology section. So you've got a command room for your fleet command when you do expeditions. That you should already have. Galactic trade room, so you can have your own buy-sell station in your freighter. A scanner room, which when we put that in, I'll demonstrate what that does. Technology room expansion. These things that say expansion, just it's empty space that matches the category that you're in. So there's a biological room expansion, and then there's a industrial room expansion. It's just empty space to expand the size of the room for that category. So nothing too important there. Appearance modifier. If you want that in your freighter, why not? And then a teleport chamber. That's super useful too, so that you can teleport from your freighter to anywhere you want to go. Then you've got a cultivation chamber for planting, which we will definitely make use of. An expansion for that. Then there's a double cultivation chamber, twice the amount of plants in the same space. And then the nutrition room, where you can make food with your biological material. I hardly ever use that, and I don't know if we'll get to that at any point, because it seems useless to me, but it's fun. Then there's the refiner room, which acts as a large refiner. You don't need to power it, because it's in your freighter. It's always powered. But you can combine up to 3 different elements and refine it, as you would in a normal large refiner. Then you've got your industrial room expansion. Stellar extractor will pull elements from the atmosphere of the star system that you're in, and it changes based on the type of star system that you're in. So that's handy. It's chromatic metal, maybe cadmium, maybe emerald, maybe indium, depending on where you are. Just renewably resourced from the environment. So I don't use those too much either because I have a ton of those things already, but could be useful. Orbital exocraft materializer. We haven't talked about exocraft too much, but having this installed on your freighter allows you to bring in any exocraft you have to any planet you're on, as long as your freighter's in that star system. Super handy. And then, of course, your storage room. So let's build a little bit. So first, I like to have right when you walk in, I have this little fleet command station. I like to have those right to the right, just like they are right now. But I need more of them. 5 or 6 is what I usually aim for. Let's do 5 to start with. So I'm going to go up to my build menu, go to my technology, room modules, and then fleet command. Then you just look at the far wall, and it will build as long as you have the materials. I'll build that 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do 5. As long as you have the materials, it will continue building against the wall you're looking at. Now, I don't like to have a doorway here. Like, I want to walk in and it be wide open, but this corridor that I'm in is its own type of room. So you got to get rid of that. Get rid of this storage room. Then this corridor piece right here. And now, in order to get out of here, I do need something there that I can walk in. So I'm going to use this technology room expansion. Okay, and as you can see, I can walk in, but now it's more open. There's no doorway here to my fleet command stations. That's how I definitely prefer it. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use these technology room expansions, and we're going to put them all along this wall next to these fleet command stations and just really widen out this room. Oh, I needed one more. There. Now I'm not so claustrophobic. Come in here and I've got space to walk around. Maybe even do another row if you want. I mean, it's up to you, but there's probably plenty. And anywhere in your freighter base area, you can build any of these portable stations as well. Like, you want to put your refiner down or your save point, what have you. Let's see. What else do we want from this menu? I like to have my teleport chamber right against here, and usually facing this way, so that, again, if I want to teleport somewhere in a hurry after I get in my freighter, just walk straight left, and there it is. But I don't know if you saw, we need certain materials to build that. 3 antimatter, 1 amino chamber. No problem. And 1 amino chamber. And for that, I need a metal plate. Now I can do the amino chamber. Here we go. And teleport chamber. Okay. So again, I want to face it this way and right there. Okay. Now I can teleport wherever I want from my freighter. Let's expand a little bit more. Give us a little bit more room. Usually what I like to do from here is put in my cultivation chambers on the other side of this wall. So I'd have like a doorway here, and then it'll be like my cultivation room. I don't know if I want to do that. I can mix it up a little bit. Let's put in some utility. Also, you can put in these. You get these automatically from your base building quest line. So I've got this construction specialist and in science specialist room. Just like in my other base, I'd have to recruit a Gek and a Korvax, respectively. then I can continue those base missions here on my freighter if I don't want to do it at my planetary base. Let's get a galactic trade room in with 2 microprocessors. So I know for that I'm going to need 2 carbon nanotubes. Okay. I'm going to put this. Yeah, let's put it right here. And now I can go here and buy and sell what I want. It's going to change based on what system I'm in. Yeah, I'll take some paraffinium and some gold. And then I can sell heat capacitor. I'm not going to need that. I'm not going to need the unstable gel. Excellent. All right, what else? We want a scanner room. Let's put that right there. So this will require ion battery. I don't have one of those? Okay. Easy thing to fix. Oops. Scanner room. Okay. Now the scanner room, now that I'm here, I will demonstrate it. All you have to do with this is hold X to activate it. And what it will do is it will scan the entire system, including every planet, and give you all the details. So it effectively discovers every planet in that system for you and tells you all the details. So instead of having to visit each planet before you can technically discover it, now it says I discovered all of these just now. Let's click on one. See, even though I've been to this system before, it said this planet was discovered today by me. So I could rename all these if I want. It's very helpful if you're looking for a certain resource. You can refer to this. And what I do is when I hop to a new system in my freighter, I hit the scan first and then see what kind of system we're looking at, what kind of planets, what kind of resources, and then move along if there's nothing here that I want. Wow. That's the scanner. It's very useful. It doesn't seem like it at first, but trust me, it's something that you're going to be happy to have. I'm going to... let's see. How do I want to set this up? Any more of these technology? I can put the construction room in here, I guess. I don't know how I want it oriented. I need 2 dihydrogen jellies. And then I'll put the science room here as well. Oops, wrong button. This is my technology wing, let's call it. Now, over here, and this way, I'll have a... let's call it industrial wing. And we'll start with storage. Yeah, we'll put it here. So what I like to do to really maximize my storage, I really don't need more than a 1 storage container, honestly, but let's put in a couple more just for the sake of having it. So how this works is each acts as its own separate inventory. So let's say I want to access that while I'm in my planetary base, I'd have to have each one of these numbered storage containers built in my base. And then if I access number 1, there's nothing in there because I've never used it before. So something to keep in mind. 0 is the one I've been using, so that's where all this stuff is. If you're using it from this freighter inventory here, it really doesn't matter. You can use the left and right arrows to cycle through each container and then put it in your freighter inventory or any other inventory. A thing to note, this matter beam is very handy for moving stuff in and out of your cargo on your freighter, but you have to be on your freighter physically in order to access the storage containers from the freighter. Okay, so when you're out and about, not on your freighter, this is the inventory you have to work with, cargo. So you can move stuff back and forth that way. Or you can install new technologies too. So, got some storage going. Let's focus on some more useful utilitarian pieces. Not many, huh, in this category. So I tend to have a few, like a row of refiners, which I think I'm gonna put along the back. So let's do some expansions. Just widen out this area a little bit. All right, so this will be my industrial center. And maybe I'll put a row of refiners along the back. Yeah, let's do that. So actually, I can erase that and that. And refiners. Oh, I need the hydrogen jelly for each one. Let's make 4 of those. Oh, they take up more space than I thought. Alright, let's get rid of this expansion and that one and put in 2 more refiners. But I think I need more jelly. There we go. Refiner and refiner. There we go. Alright, so I got storage and I got these 4 large refiners that I can use if I need like a big operation where I need more than 1 refiner. And then I think for these 2 spaces, these are just 2, I don't know if it's 2 or 3, 2 or 4 expansion. Oh yeah. So against these 2 walls, I think I'll put the 2 other rooms. The stellar extractor. Actually, you know what? You probably want more than 1 of those too. So let's get rid of this and this. And we'll do 2 stellar extractors. And then I'll put the exocraft materializer, I don't know, right in the middle of the room, I guess. Why not? There you go. You can't really interact with it, but it's just there. Having that installed means you can materialize your exocrafts on any planet you're in as long as your freighter is in that system. You'll see these are working on getting chromatic metals, sulfurine, radon, nitrogen. There, that's my industrial room. I can expand on the storage later on, but that's plenty of storage for right now. I've got my freighter, frigate command stations, and then usually I'll go this way and put in my cultivation chambers. I usually don't mess around with regular cultivation chamber. Double cultivation chamber is the way to go. What do I even have for Facium? You need Facium for each of those. I have 540. Okay, that's... should be enough to get this built out. So, I'm gonna put the door here, although it will connect this way too. Which is fine. Let's get that. Alright, so you can do 4 plants in each of these. And how many different plants would I want to grow here? I think maybe 1 more row of each. On the corners of these, where these like little blue things are, you can actually harvest carbon from these rooms. So if you're low on carbon, that's an easy way to get it. And of course you have to plant the plants, which I don't have any of the blueprints for. So these won't do anything for me for now, but it's good to have them in. So I think this is where we're going to wrap up base building for now. We've kind of talked about all of the different freighter upgrade parts and build pieces and what they do, so that's pretty That's pretty good for now. The last thing I'm going to talk about real quick is expeditions. So this is where we upgrade. We talked about that. This is galaxy map if we want to do the warp. And this is your managed fleet. I don't have a squadron yet, and we'll talk about that when I get to it. See? No squadron. Oh, and if you want to hire somebody for your squadron, you have to unlock it first with nanites. First one's only 800, that's not bad. But each time you unlock, the next one gets more expensive. 3,500 nanites, wow. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with that. But now I have an open space in case I want to hire somebody. And you'll notice anyone that you talk to that would sell their ship to you, you could also instead ask them to join your squadron. So, the other part of that is managing your fleet. And this is my fleet so far. I've got 2 trade vessels, an industrial galleon, and a deep space surveyor. So, this guy specializes in exploration, this one industry, and then these 2 in trade. Why is that significant? Well, the expeditions you can do, talk to your navigator here, each expedition requires a certain level of experience in order to complete successfully. So, take this one for instance. This is a 3-star difficulty rating, lasting 24 hours. That's real time, by the way, not in-game time. So, if I did this now, I could come back tomorrow at this time and it will be done. Balanced is a little bit of everything. Trade, combat, trade, etc. I might try this 3-star one. So once you pick an expedition, I went too fast there, then you have to assign ships to the expedition before you can launch. I've got 2 trade vessels, so I'm going to assign that one, and then press start. And it says you require 300 tons of frigate fuel, which I don't have. That's the bottleneck right now. I can make some more, but I want to talk a little bit about this page. So this breaks down the stats in each category for your frigates. And if it's a specialized expedition like this one is, this is focus on trade, then it'll account for your stats in that specific category towards your fleet rating. And intuitively, if your fleet rating matches or exceeds the difficulty rating, you should be okay. Technically, you could still run into issue. Like, to guarantee you have no issues, your fleet rating should be 1 star higher than the difficulty rating, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Of course, I need the frigate fuel, so I'll have to make that in a minute. Let's see, a combat patrol. Do I have a combat ship? I don't remember. I do not. Trade, industrial, or exploration. Well, let's do this balanced one first. Nah, it's 2-star. Let's start small. We'll start small. We'll do this trade expedition with one of our trade ships. Only needs 100 tons of fuel, and I do have that, so I can hold X here and launch. And away he goes. That'll take about 7 hours and 7.5 hours. And I can do this one, same way. This only requires 50 tons, and I have that, so launch. Perfect. Those are the only 2 we'll do right now. And basically, once you launch them, you'll be able to see their progress on your command stations. You need 1 command station per expedition you want to send, and you really only have 5. I think it's only 5 options for expeditions every day. Basically, those expedition options are the same no matter what system you're in, and they refresh daily. Like at 9, I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern time, only because I do a lot of these expeditions, so that's the only reason I know. But, so, 5 should be plenty. I mean, unless you start a whole bunch right before the refresh and then want to do a whole bunch more, you'd need more of these command bays, but you can track their progress by interacting with the command station here. Fleet command online. Calibrating to Commander Buzz. So you can either abort or just speak with the commander. And he'll tell you what's going on. 208 light years. It'll take another 7 hours, 30 minutes. You can then inspect the ships and see how they're doing. Everything's good. You can remove the frigate from the fleet. Don't want to do that. This is the same. It's the same menu that you've seen already. When they're finished, these blue holograms will be green instead, and then you interact with this same way, and it will give you the breakdown of what happened, essentially. If your difficulty of the expedition is a little too high for your fleet experience, so like say it's a 3-star expedition and your fleet that you sent out is only 2 stars, chances are it's going to run into trouble and get damaged. If that happens, you'll get a notification on the bottom of your screen saying your frigate has something to tell you. In which case you come back here and you interact with this and they'll say, we ran into a problem and we're damaged. You can choose for them to press on or have them come back for repairs. If you press on, you run the risk of losing it forever. If it comes back for repairs, you can manually repair the ship and send it back out on a different expedition. If you bring all your ships back, that mission is aborted. Anyway, we'll see more of that later on. Maybe next episode if something happens with this expedition. So, the last thing I'm going to say about freighters is this is not the last freighter we'll have. In fact, I named it SOS Starter Freighter. It was a small freighter, and it was the first one. And it's B class, so it's decent. And I wanted to have a freighter, but we'll get a better one. I think I mentioned this before. You will run into a freighter battle where pirates are fighting this random freighter. Every 5th warp jump, if at least, I think it's 5 game hours have passed, or maybe 4. I'm not sure. But every 5th warp jump after a certain time has passed, you'll happen upon a squadron of pirates attacking a freighter. So you have to just kill the pirate ships, and then they will offer you to buy that freighter once all the pirates are gone. So we'll upgrade. When it comes time to upgrade, I'll tell you how to find one that you like, how to make sure you get an S-class, which is definitely what we're going to be aiming for our next freighter. But this one suits our purposes for now. All right, all of that said, why don't we continue our mission? So you have to speak to a GEC cartographer. Let's refresh here. Okay, locate a GEC system on our galaxy map. Let's warp in here, since we haven't done that yet. I'll use one of my warp hypercores that I got to refuel my freighter hyperdrive.
Technology recharge.
Where is it? All right. Current mission. Doesn't seem to want us to go anywhere. Are we too far away? Could be. Let me see. Maybe we have to do it from our starship. I wouldn't think so, but might as well test it and make sure. Yeah, now it's giving me a path. Alright, well. So be it. Oh my goodness, they want us to go far. So we need to go to a system that we visited around here. Let's see. Erzhet Sovik. Alright, we'll go there. Erzhet Sovik. So now that I've got a teleport room, I can just go right back in my freighter and use the teleporter in there to go to that system. I've been all over this little section of the galaxy. So, yeah, that was mainly what I did in between episodes, was getting enough stuff to upgrade this freighter, and now I'm quite happy. Look at this. My home away from home. Alright, ear effect something. Right there. And of course, this will put me in the space station. But I could just summon my freighter in here without a problem. They did want me to visit the space anomaly. So I'll do that once I get to the target system here. Here it is. I'll want to do that anyway to get my exosuit upgrades. I did also look for travelers in the new systems that I was doing, but I only found maybe 1 or 2. So I think I'm still only at like 7 or 8 glyphs. I'm hoping to get the rest of them pretty soon. Alright, let's summon the anomaly here. And on this side, I'll just summon in my freighter. And then I'll hit the space station. Alright, exosuit upgrade first. Top priority. I think I have enough for technology. I mean, I have plenty of open spaces if I want more, so I'm going to work on the cargo a little bit more. And I'm not really checking these right now because I'm pretty much upgraded. Like, there's not much I need. Is this new for you guys? I don't think I mentioned this last episode, that I found a lot of multi-tool expansion, multi-tool storage upgrades in the crash freighters, and so I beefed up the multi-tool, and also found some pulse, what's this thing called? No, not mining beam. Pulse spitter upgrades and mining beam upgrades, really, so yeah, multi-tool's looking pretty nice at this point. But anyway, all that to say, I don't really need any upgrades. My launch thrusters are fully upgraded, shields fully upgraded, hyperdrive all the way up. This, I found some upgrades for this infraknife accelerator. Look at these damage stats. 50,000 damage per second peak. And when they're shielded, 33,605. So, yeah, it kills ships pretty fast. For sure. And then my pulse drive's all the way upgraded, so there's just not a lot else that I need for upgrades right now. So I haven't really been taking the time to look at those. If there's something specific I need, I'll just look then. I always check in this room for travelers, because now I know they do spawn in here, potentially. Alright, let's buy the tritium, platinum, phosphorus. Used a bunch of resources building out my freighter base, so I want to buy and replenish. Check this side for travelers. Ah, there's one. Atlas containment suit breached. Warning. Stands vacant, unresponsive. Appears to be nothing wrong, but for a strange crimson substance at their hip. I'll touch it. It recedes at my touch. My own suit begins to issue a warning, but it is quickly silenced. I'm lightheaded, in possession of new nanite cluster. Hey! That 100 nanites, I'm going to turn around and give them back to you. Good. So I'm not going to talk to that Gek just yet. Because I did have to go to the space anomaly first, both for my exosuit upgrade and to talk to Nada about what's going on. Buy some elements over here.
Product received. Product received.
Perfect. And of course the tritium to the starship and the uranium to the starship. Here's something you might do too. Now that you've got the... This is what I usually do. I haven't done it yet. Now that you've got the matter beam, as you can see, item teleportation enabled, so I can access it still, even though it's not even in this system. Oh yeah, it is. It is, but it's... I'm not on it. I sometimes use this as my inventory for everything, not to clutter up anything else. That was confusing. Let me demonstrate. So see all the things I've been keeping in my starship? I'm going to sell this, so I'll leave that there. But what I've been keeping is these refuel things. Or star shield battery, refuel hyperdrive, refuel my pulse engines, refuel my launch thrusters. This I just like to have access to at all times. These are construction components, etc. If you've got your matter transporter and your freighter, put them all there. Like I said, I'm going to sell this, so I'll leave that in the starship. I should have sold it already. But what this does for you, if you start using more than one starship, which I will soon enough if I find the right ships that I like, you don't have to worry about what's in your cargo on your starship. Let's say I want to take out a different starship for a stroll, but I run out of fuel. Well, it's in my freighter. I can refuel any starship I have right from my freighter, because all the fuel is there. I'm gonna put all the refuel stuff over here. Then materials to build with over here. Random things I like to have access to. There. No matter what ship I'm driving, or no matter where I am across the galaxy, I can access these materials at any time. So that way I don't clutter up so much space in my starship. I still like to keep the elements on my person and my exosuit cargo, because there's just not that much room in the freighter, and I don't need that much room in my exosuit once I have all the elements in there. I don't know, that's just me. Everyone's different. But this way I can refuel, like I said, any starship I'm flying at the moment, I can refuel from here. Alright, let's go to the anomaly briefly. I'm checking all the ships that come and go from here, because I'm telling you, if I find an S-class of a different category, I'm buying it. I'm definitely buying it. Ultimately, I'd like to have one of every type of ship, and for now, I mean, it's always expanding, but there are 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, I don't know. You have fighters, like the one I have. There's shuttles. There's solar, like this one here. Solar. That's a hauler. There's shuttles, there are explorers, living ships, and salvage sentinel ships. That's it for now, but they're always adding. So I always like to check what they're giving for expeditions in here. Sometimes they're handy materials you don't find anywhere else. Alright, Nada, what did you want to talk to me about? Gek transgressions clear for all to see, but Gek only follow rules. All entities conform to their pattern. Gek cannot be blamed, it is their pattern. It is determined. Ah. Polo Friend is unlike other Gek. Polo Friend turns their back on greed and war. But does Polo Friend make a choice? Do other Gek make a choice? Perhaps Polo Friend is not good, only anomalous. I like his approach there. Moral ambiguity. Not good or bad, just same or different. Nada cannot know, and so Nada does not think on it. Polo Friend is Polo Friend, and this is sufficient. Cool. I mean, it's worth going here, obviously. You get your Quicksilver credits, you get your nanites. Oh, you get your exosuit upgrade, don't forget that. Can't forget that, my goodness. Perfect. Alright, now we will warp to the space station. And we will talk to that Gek. There we go. Current system. See what he wants us to do for him. Friend in maps. Ask about Gek history. As he begins to speak, I hear a faint hum, the soft voice of Null, weaving the Gek's words into something I can process. Information like that does not come for free, friend. Make me a deal. Perform work for my kin, then we shall have something to speak about. Okay. Mission board. I was gonna say, you didn't tell me what to do specifically. Well, I think I need something with Gek standing, so I'm gonna do the scan flora mission. It'll give me 100,000 units too. That's not bad. Alright, let's do it. Scan unique plants. Undiscovered planet. Salt Galaxy map. Well, before I do that... Oh, Apollo. Sorry for contacting you so late or early. I don't know the time of day on your world, and that's the problem, isn't it? Apollo breaks off mid-sentence, their heart turning crimson. Where are you? It found me, just like it found you. I can't feel my legs. It's strange. I'm still in here, don't you understand? It won't let me leave. It's seeing me. Alright, what do you see? It showed me things. The Atlas showed me my soul. The numbers in there, sometimes I think about my past, my future. Sometimes. I do what everyone in the universe does, I know, but I can't help but want to be happy. Money, doing what you're told day after day, that's the answer, isn't it? I don't know, man. Apollo stares at me as if seeing my face for the first time. Eventually they speak, their words passionate, higher. Oh, I don't know what that says. At this point, Apollo says nothing else, but something. I don't know what. Something fills me with hope, both for my friend and for all life. Alright. Well, we'll hit this unknown grave. And then we'll check the galaxy map and see where he wants me to go for this Flora mission. Ah! This atmosphere is thick. Whoa! Okay. Okay. This is not how I want to land.
Storm clearing.
Whoa, that's something new we haven't seen. Titan worm burrow. Whoa. Oh, I was trying so hard to scan that. That is insane. Least hospitable planet that I've ever been on. Oh, I believe that. Something following. Turn and it's not there. These caves. Exosuit tells me to abandon. Must disable it. I do not plan to survive. Do not take offer. Decided to blank. Anger the universe. I know, but I must. Alright. Oh, okay, so now I have 8 of 16 glyphs. And this memory fragment. Okay, that's gonna go in the ship for sale. Let's check out what these Titan worm burrows are, shall we? Here, I'll scan some of these animals first. Oh, that's probably not an animal. There we go. Getting a lot more units for each scan now, too. Probably seen. Hungering tendril. So some planets have a lot of dangerous stuff around here. I'm gonna try to get close so you can see. Specifically these Titan worm burrows. See what comes out of there? These are very hostile, very dangerous creatures that just pop out of there like that. Titan worms. Biological horrors. And then these little things pop out too. Ah! I shouldn't have a problem with them, with this pulse spitter. And if you kill those big ones, you can pick up these things here. Vile spawn, that was. Ah! Ah! They'll keep spawning, by the way. So, you just gotta be on your toes, keep moving. Oh, there's a aggressive animal too. This is definitely not very hospitable. They were not wrong. Ah! Alright. Maybe we should get out of here. What do you say? Swarm subsiding.
Extreme night toxicity.
So grab this oxygen while we're right here. So yeah, if you're brave and you want to go to those Titan worm nests or whatever they're called, go for it. But get ready for a fight. And then what you come out of it with are these. You get flesh ropes, which are highly valuable. They sell for a lot. I got mordite. That's if you kill an animal, you get this as a resource. Feline liver. I killed an animal that had that. So these may be extracted from embryonic sacs with the aid of a visceral synthesizer. Huh. It's not very valuable, but I imagine you do something with it. I'll leave these off, and I guess I'll move this to the freighter for storage, and I'll put these in the starship for sale later on. Alright. Well, anyway, let's get out of here, and we will consult our galaxy map for our current mission. Ooh, 3-star economy, and we have not visited here, so opportunity for another 2 exosuit upgrades, just like that. First contact. No one's ever been here before. Alright, so let's summon the Raider. And summon the space anomaly. Why? Planetary interference? Alright. How about over here? There we go. Now, I know what you might be thinking. So, is this game just going from star system to star system and then going to the space station and that's it? There's a lot more that we haven't done yet. We're just doing this story mission, and it just so happens to have us warping to different star systems. I know we've already done that a lot. They don't know that. We've been proactive in our exploration. This might be new for people at this point in the story. So hang in there. Any travelers in here? No. Let's go here and buy and sell. I don't need ferrite dust or cobalt. Coincidentally, every space station has both of those, and I've been buying it every time. I have over 10,000, or I did have over 10,000 of them at one point, which they only stack up to 9,999. I'm never gonna need more than that, so yeah. I'll show you. Like, look how much ferrite dust I have. 9815. That's ridiculous. Cobalt 9353. I'm never gonna use that, so I'm gonna stop buying it, right? I don't need it. That's a neat looking Explorer. It's an A class. I mean, cool, but I'm really looking for an S class. I'm not willing to settle. Alright, no traveler in this section. Maybe in here? Nope, seems not. Alright, that's fine. Oh yeah, don't forget we want to sell these feline livers and flesh ropes. And buy these. And now, oh, the pyrite will automatically stack in your freighter. See that has happened. Goody. Okay. Space anomaly. And this way we'll get our other exosuit upgrade. Seems to be a asteroid stuck in the docking bay. Seems problematic. Install my rocket boots. That's a neat fighter. That's one of my favorite parts about going to the space anomaly, is looking at everyone else's cool ships. Alright. I was thinking maybe we should just get the plant blueprints now. What? 3. Times 6. I do have enough. Then I'd have to do all these too. I'll just do the missions. I'll get them for free after all. Alright. So from here, I'm going to quick stop into my freighter, which is also in this system. And then we're going to use our planetary scanner. Perfect. So now all of these are discovered by me. And upload those all. Look at that. Great way to earn nanites too. Just hop warp to a new system, scan, earn your nanites. Alright. Now we have to do the Gek mission. So hop on my ship. And also, now that I did that scan, I know what to expect on this planet. It's down here. It's a frozen planet, salvageable scrap, and frost crystals. It doesn't really look like a frozen planet. You'd think it would be more blue. Okay. Giant ocean. Not a lot of land. Alright, I'll touch down over here. Let's see what they want me to do. Ooh. 11 unique plants. Didn't finish that one. Alright, that's 2. I mean... I take the rocket boots off. Oops. Whoa, look at that. It's like a dinosaur. And it's swimming. Oh, this is a neat little planet. Landed pilot. What are you doing here? Anything else I can scan? That's a rock. That's not gonna help me. Or some hazardous flora when you get... Oh, this way. Alright. Where are we at? What's that? Hepatoid wheat. Can I scan that? Where'd it go? Oh. I can't scan that. Whoa. Okay, no, I already saw that. I might as well scan the animals too. Yeah, I can scan plants underwater. Strongest cold resistance on that plant. Very interesting. I don't know what to do because...
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Well, blizzard is coming.
Units received.
guess I'll keep scanning stuff underwater. Oh, an unknown grave. What? Really? I better go there. So, you see my hazard protection bar isn't going down. The icon just above the bar on the left-hand side, it's a little circle-looking shield. That is the upgrade that I put on. It's a shield, like a second layer, that I can recharge here. Unfreezable boiler system. When I charge that with dioxide or an ion battery, and when I charge it, it's like an extra layer of protection before my hazard protection has to kick in. And I have that for each of the climates, if you will, or hot, cold, toxic, and radiation. I just happened upon an unknown grave. Forgot you could do that. I will take it. Separates us from blank. Ability to record, learn from past. More than ourselves. Sentinels wipe out knowledge, kill us. But I have a plan. Death itself. Record. Foundation for truth. Awakening. 3. Cool. 9 glyphs. And a memory fragment. Yeah, that's gonna get sold also. Alright. Are there really that many plants on this? Got 7. Do I have to do it on this planet? Are there really that many? Oh, there's one. Only need 3 more. They all look the same, so I don't know. Oh, there's one. 2 more, okay. Oh, that was a pretty quick storm, all things considered. I don't know. Oh, there's another one. Ow! I already scanned that one. I scanned that. Ow! There's a lot of those around here. Did I get it? Okay, now I can go back to the mission agent. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't have to go back to the system. Just move the anomaly out of the way so I can go back to the space station. Just an easier way to aim at it. Whoa! Overshot a little bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Install that. I got a bunch of things to sell that I keep forgetting about. Alright, I'm coming. Report my progress. I guess it doesn't matter if it's not a Gek.
Units received.
There. So now, do I go back? Oh no. I need to do one more contract? Are you kidding? Alright, let's go back to a different Gek system. Might as well go to that one. Alright, back to the mission board. Hopefully this mission's way easier. Long distance, deliver an item. That's easy. Deliver the goods to the secure depot. Yeah, I already talked to that guy. Client has provided direct coordinates to a nearby system. Consult the galaxy map. Okay. This one should be pretty straightforward. Hope I have enough fuel. That's the same system I was just at. Whatever. I'll spend the hyperdrive fuel. Alright. Deliver the goods. This is an easy mission. Yikes. I am not great at flying. I'm just waiting for the landing pads to activate here. Come on. There we go. Hey, that ship looks like mine. Well, a little bit different. C-class. Shopping, don't mind me. Delivery terminal access. Client secure lockbox will handle all the scanning. Deliver item. Success. Done. All right. Next, we go to the space station and deliver our mission. That took way less time than the last one we did, thankfully. Let's try to remember to sell these. I don't want those sitting in my starship inventory forever. In fact, I'll do that right now. just sell them to you. You seem like a reputable merchant. There. Alright, hand in mission. Thank you. Now I should be able to go back and talk to that Gek. I'll spill the beans. Just waiting for the mission update. Here we go. And here. We'll see what happens after I talk to this Gek. We're gonna be wrapping up the episode here pretty quick. Went through a lot. Alright, talk to me. Ah, you've been making me rich. I know you. Your kind, the fearless adventurer, the completer of contracts. You think you are a leader. Others fight wars with weapon and fear, but power is more than strength. It is trade, incentives, information. If you have enough units, others will change the world for you without even realizing. Alright, tell me the history. Why would you care about that? Something is wrong with the Gek's voice. What about the first spawn? The Gek Empire that once decimated galaxies and enslaved the Korvax. Ah, friend, you've been talking to Vy'keen warriors. Yes, ever they hate Gek. Ever they slander us, refusing to forgive the past. Do not worry. All is well. All is at peace. I ask you again. Why do you persist, friend? The Gek are different now. Gek seek no harm, no malice. The Gek changed. Why? Must you know? Why do you care, friend? He seems disturbed by my questions, asking why I care. It is clear they do not wish to discuss the events of their species' past. Is it shame I see, or something else? Okay. About the Atlas. Don't you understand? Don't you see it? It never ended. The face begins to twitch as they speak, a sickly sweet pheromone emerging into the air. No, don't do that to me. I try to hold my breath, but it is too late. The Gek did not change. They invaded our souls. I blink, and I am on Balaron itself, homeworld of the Gek. I stand in the center of the first spawn empire, witnessing events that occurred long ago. Cartographer Obev stands next to me, watching what I watch, tears streaming down their face. I see enslaved Korvax move from Gek spawning pool to spawning pool. At each one, they cut into their own suits. Nanite clusters pool out, falling into the fluid of embryonic Gek. It is then that I finally understand the fall of the Gek, their conversion to the Atlas, their release of the Korvax. It was not redemption, it was revolution. Hundreds of Korvax sacrificing their immortality, mingling their nanite clusters with the unborn Gek. The Gek did not become good, they became Korvax, at least in part. Their slaves altered Gek brains, shifting their nature. For the first and final time, the Korvax convergence delighted in the pain of the oppressor. Oh, what do you say to that? I deserved it, I guess. Gek stares at me, the vision coming to an end. They appear haunted. Do not judge us, traveler, that our ancestors were altered, that they did not find goodness by themselves. That has nothing to do with us. We just want peaceful lives. We just want to be happy. As I leave, I think through what I've learned. The Gek realized the Korvax they released the Korvax because their biology was altered. There was no spiritual revelation, no grand redemption. It was a switch in the brain, an alteration to a genetic code. Think of the simulation Nada showed me, their intended heaven for Artemis's soul. It was a false reality full of arbitrary and unseen rules. How is life any different? Deep. Look at that fighter, that's nice. Oh, and it's gone. Speak to Null about the secrets of the past. Return to space to locate a hollow terminus. Maybe. Or... do I have to go to the space anomaly? Nope, not yet. Oh. Hello, terminus detected. Where? Ha! See, I can recharge my pulse engine. Pyrite that's on my radar. Raider. And the same with my hyperdrive. Alright, I can see the hollow terminus over there. Ooh, it's gonna put me right through it. Ouch. That could have been painful. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna leave it for now. We gotta go... let's see if I can scan this guy. Nope, I don't think you can scan those. Those are terrifying. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it right here for now. We're gonna talk to Null about what we've learned from all the 3 species next episode. And we'll continue from there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm gonna get in my ship. That Sentinel is not happy with me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed what we did today. And feel free to leave a comment. Tell me what you want to see next.
Warning. Sentinel drones activated.
Why though? Why? I'm not doing anything. Anyway, it won't be the case when I load back into the games. Don't worry. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. This is SOS, and we will see you next time. Bye.